Hi, I'm Marissa. This is my first ever blog post. I'm really excited because I just came back from Paris and I have this haul of stuff that I can show off so I can feel like I have a reason for buying all this crap, and that's so I can share it with the lovely people of the internet. Yeah. So, I'll get started with the stuff that I got, and then of course I'll show how I styled everything as well. So I was actually in Paris luckily on a surprise trip because my work informed me on a Wednesday that we were going to be there on Monday. So I called a friend and she said I could stay with her, so I got in Saturday, spent the whole day shopping, was totally exhausted, or pooped as some people say. I say pooped. My friends in Paris didn't understand me at all. Anyway, so we were super exhausted. Sunday I just did things like hang out at the farmer's market with my friend, and then I popped by the Eiffel Tower and just kind of saw some sights and was really lazy about it. But so on the first day that I was there, which was a Saturday, I went shopping in Châtelet-les-Halles. I'm probably butchering that, but that's a huge mall inside of one of the subway stations. So I went and they were handing out coupon books right when they entered, and I love deals, so of course I grabbed the coupon book and I was immediately looking for some deals. And when I was there, I went to a store called I Am. I Am what? I don't know. I Am anything. I don't know. But I guess that's the point, since it's an accessory store, you could just make your accessories make you whoever you are. So they had a buy one get one 30% off coupon. So I picked up this beret. Really into berets recently, and I think I might put some patches on it, although a French friend of mine told me that nobody in France wears berets, and if they do, patches signify different achievements and or the amount of girls you slept with. So I might still put patches on it because I want to be a little trashy like that, but you know. Anyway, I also got this, so I bought this first to get the beret for 30% off. And it's a hat. It was 20 euros and the beret was 7 euros with the discount. And I'd been looking for a hat like this for a while because I saw a Korean pop star with one that had a brim out to here. And it was really important that I get one that was super straight and not floppy at all, because I'm not a chill type of surfer person. I'm a very sharp line, monochromatic person. So I was looking for one like that, but I found this one, and the brim's a lot shorter, which is actually probably a good thing because I can actually see past here. So I think it'll be good. Then I went to Zara, and I know everyone's like, why would you go to Zara? There's a ton of Zaras in Berlin, but I don't have time to go shopping when I'm in Berlin, so I felt like it would be good to do it in Paris. And on top of that, I also think that everything's just better in Paris. They get everything faster than we do. They probably get styles that you don't get in Berlin or in Los Angeles, because people there just want nicer, fancier, more quality things and more fashionable things. So that's why shopping in Paris is awesome, even if you can't afford to buy things like Louis Vuitton or Chanel or something like that. So I went to Zara and I got this pair of suedette leggings. Yes. Oh my god, I can see the camera focusing. Thank you, camera. And yeah, I'll show you these later on. The camera's still thinking about it. Okay, yeah. Hey, camera. Okay, so these were 30 euros, and I have lipstick on my teeth. Hey, it happens to us all, right? So they were 30 euros, and I haven't been into leggings or pants for a while, but then every now and then if I see something that catches my eye, I try it on. Because I never like to look for pants or jeans, I just feel like they just come to me. So these sort of just appeared, and I was like, today's the day I'm going to try them on. And they fit really good, and I can sit down in them, which is great. Always important to do a sit test when you're buying tight jeans. I also got this really super soft knit from there. It was only 18 euros, and I like it because it has these little kind of dots. They're 4 little dots, and it's a pattern in the weave. And I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll yeah. Nope, that's not working. Yeah, I'm actually not alone here. My best friend is here. I'm acting like I'm just talking to the camera, but actually it's me and Kaylin hanging out. Yeah, so yeah, I like it because it's kind of nostalgic. I feel like it's called Pointel or something. I'm not sure. We don't know. But yeah, it's super soft and it's kind of got a mock neck, and I'm all about mock necks, and yeah, the neck is like the new erogenous zone for right now, I think. So chokers, mock necks, it's all about what you're doing right underneath your face. Yep, and then I also went and got this super cheesy, super tacky €3 scarf, which I love because it has Paris and France written all over it, and it's all in different fonts, like really cheesy ones. Like there's the Disney font for Paris, there's some old school typefaces, and then also, yeah, this like logwood one, which is like why there's like no logs in Paris, and then there's also like the kind of fake Louis Vuitton graffiti font here as well. So that was really fun, and since it's black and white, then you know it goes with everything. Plus, if you like roll it up, you can't really see the print and see how tacky it is. So yeah. And I felt really good because when I picked this up from like the really cheesy souvenir kiosk, I saw somebody like watching me out of the corner of her eye. And before she was like, oh, everything here is so crappy. And then she like started like following me around, and I was going through the scarves, and she was like, I could tell she was thinking in her head like, maybe I could rock a scarf. Like, oh, maybe scarves are okay. And I was like, that's right. They are. They're only €3 and you can't fuck that up. So got that scarf, and then I also got this haircut, by the way, and it's based off of the Rihanna haircut. I say it like it's a thing. I mean, it probably is a thing because everything Rihanna does becomes a thing. But this is the same haircut, or the photo I used is the same haircut she had when she was presenting the Fenty for Puma line. And funny story, the haircut was cheap, it was only €17, but it's also lopsided. I mean, I guess I didn't have to mention that, maybe people wouldn't have noticed. But that was super funny because I told the hairdresser that it was longer on this side, and I'm pretty sure she understood me because we were speaking a mix of Arabic, English, and French. Not that I speak French or Arabic well at all, but we kind of were like mixing those 3 languages together. But either way, she understood that it was too long on this side, and she said, it's fine, I'm gonna cut it after I dry. I was like, okay, cool. And then after she cut it, after drying it, she's like, I'm done. And I was like, oh, it's still longer on this side. And so she's like, show me the picture. And I was like, ooh, okay. So I take out the photo and I show her the picture of Rihanna again. And she goes, see, on the left side, her hair is longer. And I was like, really? You're gonna use the picture of somebody who's not facing the camera? The picture is like of Rihanna like this. So of course her hair like looks slightly longer on that side, but it was just such a ridiculous explanation that at that point I was like, okay, like, never mind, like, don't cut my hair anymore because you clearly don't want to. She also kept saying, c'est tout, c'est tout, c'est tout, over and over again, which to my understanding means like, that's all. So in the end I give her $20, but also like $20 for a haircut, that's not bad at all. Yeah. Anyway, after I got the haircut, which was really my attempt to like cool down since it was super hot in Paris on Saturday, and I had been up since about 4 a.m. walking around the city shopping. They also didn't have air conditioning because air conditioning in most of Europe is like not a thing. Yeah, Kaylin's shaking her head, and that's like, yeah, okay, it's true. Yeah, so after that I went to this store called Cookies, which I've never seen before, but now I've been popping into random cosmetic stores because when I was in Italy, I found Kiko Cosmetics for the first time, and it looked like a Sephora, but everything was like under €10. So now whenever I see like a kind of like nice cosmetic store, I'm not afraid to go in because there's always a possibility that it could be cheap. And I was right, because with Cookies, it was cheap. I mean, it did not look as nice as Sephora, but I picked up this eyebrow thingy for grooming my lashes.
No, spoolie.
Oh, a spoolie for my eyebrows and for my lashes. And I also picked up a lip liner, which is the same lip liner I'm wearing now, with a matching lip crayon. And then just in case I want to go matte, I also got the wet to dry lipstick as well. So I've been really into this like kind of browny red color. Notice it matches my fingernails. I thought it was more brown in the store than it is in reality, but I'm okay with it, right? I mean, now I can buy more brown lipstick and have an excuse, because I always need excuses for shopping. Well, not really, I just go shopping anyway. And yeah, and then that also leads me to buying stuff at Sephora because we actually don't have Sephora in Germany. I know, what? You think there would be Sephora, but there's no Sephora here, so lucky for me, there was a 20% off coupon for Sephora, which is a big deal because, you know, if you have Sephora in America, you only get 15% off during the like VIB days. And then if you're like super VIB, like you've been spending a lot of money on makeup, then you get like 20% off. So yeah, so 20% off at Sephora is a pretty big deal. And I went there and I got Anastasia, what is this stuff called? It's like magical brow stuff. Oh, it's a skinny brow pencil. And I've been using this since I was living in California. It's really easy and I also am just too lazy to look for something else. So I've been using this. But the reason why I brought this like new spoolie is because my last Anastasia, the old spoolie just like popped off and just hangs out at the bottom of my makeup bag. So it's really gross. Yeah, so I'm glad I bought a new one. Got a new spoolie in case this spoolie pops off. And then, yeah, that's almost everything that I bought. The last thing that I bought was a pair of shoes, which I have been stocking since I first went to Paris earlier this year. I think I was there in February or March. And I saw these shoes, which are kind of like Miu Miu dupes. Yeah. Yes, and you know what they're called in France? They're called babies. Isn't that cute? So adorable. So yeah, I saw these in March in Paris, but they were like 90 euros at that point. And to be honest, even though they are real leather, they're kind of flimsy, so I didn't feel comfortable paying 90 euros for them. But since I use every like shopping trip out of the country as a way to research things I can buy online, I had been stocking these shoes from the store called Jonak, J-O-N-A-K, and yeah, they were half off, so they were 45 euros. So good deal. They're patent leather. I mean, the bottom is still rubber, but you know, you can't have it all for 45 euros. And yeah, with these, I actually spent most of my day on Saturday going to different Jonak stores, like probably 3 or 4, including one outlet. And the outlet was really nice. I asked them if they could help me find this shoe, and they actually remembered what I was talking about based off of the description, which I love because I know if I worked in a store, I would remember things as well. So they like wrote out metro directions for me to get to, what was that place called? Oh, Galeries Lafayette, because they saw in their system that Galeries Lafayette had 5 pairs left, and I was like, yes! So I made my way out to Galeries Lafayette, and it was like 7:45, they close at 8, and I squeezed myself down to the shoe store section, and when I got down there, everyone was like hustling around trying to get out of there, and I found them. I asked the woman who was working there if she could get me a pair, and she was like, no, we don't have any more. And I was like, they told me that you have 5, like, and she's like, really? When did they say this? And I said, that was today, like 2 or 3 hours ago. I've been to like 3 Jonak stores. And she was like, okay, fine, I look. So she left and she came back with a size 39. So I was like, okay, you clearly lied because you definitely had the 39. I tried them on, they fit great, but they had like this weird like black gunk all over it. Like somebody had tried them on with black pants or something. So I said to her, I really want these shoes. If you have another one without the black stuff, then I will take them right away. And she said, no, that was the last pair. And so I was like, okay. She was in a really bad mood, and I was like, I'm gonna let it go. Like, she clearly doesn't want to help me, so I'm not gonna deal. And yeah, I actually went back early on Monday morning to the same store. Luckily it was another attendant, and she brought me this pair which has no black stuff on the side after me asking her, and it was super nice and easy, and nobody was yelling at me, and it was great. And I mean, I definitely feel for people who work in retail, because retail is super stressful, and like being nice to people all day takes up more energy than most people even have the imagination for. So yeah, that's kind of why I was like not gonna yell at that lady for not getting me a 39, even though she had lied to me once and she was definitely lying to me twice. But, you know, round 1, lady, round 2, Marissa got the shoes.